We just came off another tour not too long ago, and we had some time off before we started this one. Quite on the fucking set, man. So, you know, we all had some time off before starting the Dank Daze of Summer tour with a few of our friends, Farside, Lupe Fiasco, Atmosphere, and the almighty world's greatest Cypress Hill. You already know. We've been knowing about this tour for quite some time, but we were enjoying our days off. Some of us went bowling and some of us cheesed up. What's up? But some of us did go bowling. Like A-Time, he went bowling. Bobo didn't go bowling.
After the last tour in Europe, got home, I basically stayed in my bed for a minute. I was missing my goose covers and my soft pillows, and I played with my cats, and I discovered something. For me, not doing anything and not moving, my sciatica hit. So I think that when I get home from this tour, I can't just like do nothing. I've got to keep moving. So that's what I did. I relaxed.
We all enjoyed our time off because this is what you must do before a tour starts. You know, a lot of people don't know that tours are pretty grinding, especially when you don't have many days off, and some of your off days are travel days. Like, for instance, this tour, it's roughly about 4 weeks, close to 4 weeks, 26 days, whatever. And, you know, it's show, stop, show, stop, show, stop, show, stop, show, stop, stop. Then back home. That's the grind, you know what I mean? So, like, you got to enjoy your little bit of time off that you got. So I went bowling. Then I made use of my time and recorded some stuff with my good friend Armin, recording, you know, rapping, the thing we do. And, you know, I got a few songs done. Hosted the Dr. Green Thumb show, as you know. Had some great shows, some discussions with Everlast and Psycho Les and Bobo and not Trace because he didn't show up. But, you know, that's another story because he was prepping for tour. But here we are, you know, on the tour now. And, you know, like, as you might know, we all, like, sort of, you know, prep for this mentally, you know, maybe a few days before, and we get our packing done. You know, for all the rookie packers out there, I told Eric Bobo this, and Eric Bobo's a sponge because, you know, he absorbs knowledge and he gives knowledge too. You know what I'm saying? Exchange of knowledge is good with your bandmates and on tour, because, you know, you could tour efficiently if you just listen to somebody, right? We listen to each other. That's why we've been doing this 33 fucking years. So I told him, hey, Bobo, check out these packing cubes. If you put your shit in these packing cubes, your luggage packing will be efficient. Everything will be nice and neat. Their own compartments. Boom, it's a fucking breeze. And what did my man do? He went and got those cubes. Not like Lord, it looks like a tornado hit his fucking bag, but that's another story, you know what I'm saying? He preps different.
Shoes I pack on tour, I'm not gonna reveal because this is Be Real. He's on that shit. If you talk to him and tell him I said it, he can fucking listen. He's trying to make it seem like I bring so many shoes on tour. I just know how to swap out my shoes sometimes. And he be talking about my bag big as a cabinet and shit. And so I take 2 pair of shoes on tour. And Trace is about to be like, he's a liar. But he's a liar. See, that's what you hear. Way back there around the mic. Talk about bullshit, but they acting like they sneezing. They ain't sneezing. I take 2 pair of shoes on the road. Hey, cameraman got a stomach ache. I take 2 pair of shoes on the tour. Pack light.
Pack 2-3 days prior. That's my advice to you rookies. And get packing cubes. You can find them on Amazon. Score, trying to tell you. Even if you don't tour and you're just going on vacation, packing cubes, all right?
Don't pack that extra shit because you're not going to wear it. That's my advice for rookies. And that's coming from a dude that's, I should have stock in fucking Delta, American Airlines, and all these other airlines, because they would see me come in and just start smiling. I had like bags on bags on bags. Chuck D taught me how to pack light, and he's the master of that shit. Chuck will have like one shoe for the whole fucking tour and rock it to the fullest. Pack light.
Getting ready for this tour, I kind of usually go through the same routine. I'll kind of start the night before. It's when the anxiety really kicks in. It's kind of like if you're in sports, it's the same kind of anticipation and anxiety of the anticipation of tomorrow's big day. And that's kind of what hits me. I kind of get packing anxiety. Should I bring this? Should I bring that? What should I bring? What shouldn't I bring? You know, things like that. So I kind of go through the same rituals to get ready for the tour. Coming off the Europe tour was great. Got a little bit of rest. Was able to get a few things that we need to get taken care of for this big US tour. So yeah, no, that's pretty much how I have a routine that I usually get that I go through, and that's pretty much it.
You know, the hardest part of tour life, especially after doing it for all these years, has been, you know, you're away from family. You know, you do have some sacrifices. You know, you miss certain special days because of work, but I think in the end it kind of like pays off, because when we are home, we're able to be home and spend all our time, you know, with family. And, you know, it's just, sometimes the comforts of home are really, really nice. I think that back in the early days, man, I was excited for like those 6-week, 8-week tours, just to be on the road, be able to just hang out with the guys and everything like that. But my body don't like those 8-week tours anymore. So we try to, you know, condense it a little bit so we can last a little longer. So, you know, it's just those sacrifices of tour life. But, you know, as you're away from your immediate family on tour, it's like our touring family. So it's still a family thing, you know, and we're all in this together. So, you know, we're all out here. So we have to have each other's back. We have to, you know, just be there for one another and treat it like a family thing.
A lot of people have asked me that I've run into out here, did you bring maple syrup? I didn't bring any maple syrup on this one, but I'm hoping to pick up on some. But I did grab a nice ice cold Coke, I'll tell you that for sure.
We had a little break, and it's always, I have to always get centered again, to hit the road again. Love being on the road. But when you take that break, it's something about jumping back in. It's like jumping in a cold pool. But once you jump in the cold pool, then you get acclimated, you're good. So I got my mind right getting ready for this tour. US tour is a little bit different than Europe. We're spoiled. So let's put that extra work in.
How I prepped for this tour was a bit different. You know, I was stretching a lot more. I was, you know, self-care kind of thing. Because I know that the bus and all the travel can fuck with me. So I try to do stuff to prevent the pain, because once sciatica hits, man, that's a bitch to get over. So I did a lot of stretching, you know, some practicing, because you don't want to start off a tour and be like cold. You know what I mean? You want to feel like you've already kind of warmed up a little bit. I didn't do that back in the old days. I would just go raw and that's it. No prep, just party, you know. These days, got to do a little prep before the party. What I do to recover, Epsom salt is my friend. You know, you got to soak, you know, and just be sure that you get good rest, you know. I think it's really, really important, because the bounce back doesn't happen as quick, you know, when you get older. So imagine if you're really, really partying heavy for like 3 or 4 days straight, and think that the next day you're gonna just be able to bounce up and, you know, do your thing. It doesn't quite work out that way. So, you know, you just have to be smart. And, you know, the road can be fun, but it's not for the weak. So you have to be prepared for all that it throws at you.
It's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait for the show day. It's gonna be great.
People been hyped.
Have people been talking about it?
Yeah, for like the last 2 weeks.
What are we waiting for though, man? Like,
What do you mean what we waiting
But
for?
we're gonna do it on the show, no?
We'll get high first.
All right.
this is some good weed though, but I really think we shouldn't wait.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your goddamn ass. Motherfucker.
Yo, this is DJ Rhythmatic, world famous beat junkies, Cypress junkies, visionaries, and you're checking out BREALTV.
The night before the fucking show, I always wild out, baby. Fuck it. Find the nearest brothel and go off. Nah, I get myself ready. I get myself ready for the first day of the show. I trip. I bug the fuck out, but I'm on my shit. I'm always bringing my A game. I'm always trying to one up myself. So I try to look at old footage it's like getting from 8 tons, like pulling a fucking molar, and see how I can one up the last performance. Whatever, it may be a little break, it may be a doper break for some of the flips that we do. Who knows? Could be a scratch, could be whatever. So that's how I prep the night before. And of course I get no sleep.
Before a tour starts, we have to sort of lock in, and the way we lock in is very ritualistic in terms of, church. Everybody comes to church, which is my room, and we all blaze like fucking champions the night before to get our heads right, to get locked in, and to be about that Cypress Hill life that we talk about. We walk it and talk it. We are about it. And that is the spiritual nature of locking in before a tour starts. I mean, we do this shit every night. We do it after the show. No, let me start from the beginning. We do it in the morning after Breakfast Club. We do it in the afternoon before we take off to the venue. We do it at the venue. We do it during the show. We do it after the show. And we do it on the fucking way out. We lock in this way. This is Cypress Hill. I mean, it's not an act. Other people embellish and shit. We don't. This is who we are. So to get right, we all smoke our individual joints and we lock in, and then we call it a night. And I don't know what everybody does at the end of their night. Sometimes I'm an insomniac sometimes, so I try to smoke myself fucking silly to knock out. You know what I mean? If I got a hash hole, even easier. Thank you, Cali Blaze. But we got some pro pens on this tour, so it might be a little bit easier to knock out at the end of the night. Thank you, E-Zone and Pro Pen, for all that. But that's the prep the night before. Any nervousness, any second thoughts or doubts, they're all out in the trails of smoke that we blaze in the night. And we are ready for the fucking business.
Just arrived in Jacksonville last night and came out to St. Augustine today. Bus ride over was quick and short. It seemed like I napped for 15 minutes, but apparently it was over like an hour and a half. Yeah. But we've been here and, pretty much stoned since then.
We have rules as far as the bus, and it kind of is, it goes along to other touring groups. But rule number one, people, is that you just don't poop on the bus. It's just a number one thing. You might ask why. It's a bathroom, it works, everything like that. You don't want to be stuck, driving hours with floating boo-boo, you know what I mean? You just don't want that. So that's definitely rule number one. Rule number two, don't poo on the bus. Just don't do it.
Punching it, I was like, yeah, it's gotta go. It's gotta go.
What were you punching?
His symbol. You ready?
You ready, Bubba?
Let's go.
Day one.
What the fuck is that?
We are one. Chocolate.
Jesus
All
Christ.
Shrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is
36
Mark is
milligrams.
hooked up with the
That's
tour.
nothing, B. Wait till you
About 10:30 in the morning. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
can't shroom all,
Back in the day, that would have been already in.
day tripping. Can't shroom all day unless you start in the morning.
Yeah.
We definitely will be portaling. I don't know if it'll be before a show, but there's going to be some portal adventures, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of those because we have a fun and funny time when we portal together, especially on the bus. I mean, we laugh our asses off, and sometimes we go on vacation, not vacations, little adventures, so to speak, like when the bus stops and we go and look for some food, and there might be a couple of us that just will venture out to the wilderness just to try to find something. And that's because we're in the portal. We're all in it together. So never alone. I've been trying to do some vocal exercises, at home to be prepared for the sing-alongs that we have on the bus. If you guys have seen some of our, behind the scenes footage or roach clips on IG, there's, some episodes that, you see the sing-along, We're always playing music. We play all types of music. So you might hear us sing along to some 80s stuff or some yacht rock or some rock and roll.
The age-old magic question. How many shots will I have at the end of the fucking night? First show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You hear the count from Sesame Street? We love this. We are Scout drinkers. We're connoisseurs. I'll have at least. How many hours is the ride? 8 hours? 5 hours? 5. I'll have at least, depending on if we go portal. If we go to the portal tonight, I'll have at least 4 shots tonight. Because we'll be up. But shouts out to Madre Mescal. We love y'all. We love this.
The one thing I get asked a lot from everybody is, what are you looking forward to in this tour? When we went to Europe, it was obvious, go hang out in Europe and see all the different sites in the countries and the touring and the travel part. That's always great. But here in the States, it's the one thing I love. It's that city to city thing. Traveling from state to state, to city, meeting all the people. That's the best part about this whole thing. Before we went to Europe, we were like on the West Coast and down into Texas area. And this is going to be the East Coast run. So that's what's going to be fun. Working our way up from Florida up to Carolinas, up through New York and Connecticut and all that. So it's a chance for a West Coast kid and a bunch of guys from the West Coast to go run around the East Coast and have some fun. And that's what it's really all about. So I'm all about the good restaurants, smoking some good weed out here on the East Coast, and seeing some kick-ass Cypress Hill shows. I mean, my day usually starts in the morning. It starts with the Breakfast Club. It may not sound like work, but it's my duty to get the table for everybody at the breakfast spot, whatever hotel we're in, whether we're going to a coffee shop down the street or in town or at the hotel. It's kind of my duty. So like I say, my duty starts at about 7:30 in the morning.
We have a thing called the Breakfast Club, which, includes just a few of us. Usually it's B, Trace, and myself. And then we'll have some, guests of the crew come and join us. But usually Trace is doing his IG filming. IG has to eat first. But for some reason, he didn't do it today. So he didn't share the Breakfast Club with you.
Think he was mad at IG?
I think that Trace was a little upset at IG that, maybe he's not getting enough likes. You guys should like his stuff more. He really tries.
Then what we'll do is B will have a smoke in his room and kind of discuss the day and what's on kind of the list of to-dos for the day. Then once we kind of either jump in the bus or the van or wherever we're headed, that's kind of what we did today. We met up with our bus at the hotel, which was dope. And then we ventured off here to St. Augustine. And when we got to St. Augustine, I mean, the day started just kind of like it usually does. Everybody pulls in and we all kind of have different tasks. Band kind of goes and does their thing. Bobby, our tech, kind of handles the stage stuff. I kind of make sure that the go-between with the guys, that they got everything good. If they're in need of anything, Carly and I with wardrobe.
I am setting up Bobo's practice rig.
What is your job description?
Wardrobe? Band assistant?
So I'm kind of like the guy that kind of bounces around between all the departments, checking with all the guys. Do they need something? My guys need something. So that's kind of like I'm kind of like the in-between guy, the utility player, the Swiss Army knife for the group. Kind of whatever you need, I'm there.
I'm trying to finish this stack and he keeps on putting more shit on it. What is the problem with him? Fuck this. There's only 2 more stacks to go. You see? The stack never gets smaller.
Who exaggerates the most on the cruise? That's an easy one. It's Trace. It's Mr. Eggs. That's why we call him Eggs. Because he really exaggerates. You know, really. I mean, if there's 14 people in the room, he'll say that there's 144 people in the room. I mean, what the fuck? Who does that? Oh, you were here. I'm sorry.
I mean, I really don't want to get into like the drama, but there was one little thing that kind of aggravated me. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So, guys wanted some coffees. I wanted a coffee, so I ran over to catering and grabbed a tray of coffees. And I bring the tray of coffees in here, and like, I don't know if I got the order wrong or what, but I don't know. The whole thing got like, I don't know if he knocked it over, B knocked it over, or what. But I was like, what the fuck?
2 cheese and a frappuccino. I said cappuccino!
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it wasn't drama, but like, what the fuck?
So Bob, what's your role here with Cypress Hill?
Currently with Cypress Hill, I take care of Bobo on the drums, setting him up, tuning them, make sure they're all in the correct spots and positions. I also stage manage the lovely stage here, which pretty much means I direct the risers, I get to do the extra inflatables when we have them and that fun stuff on the stage. That's what I do.
Jumped off to a great start. We saw Trey come in earlier with Suave, and they said, "What's up?" And it's always love because those are our brothers. We've gone back with them several fucking years, probably over 30. Bobo as well with the Far Side. We've seen Slug at catering.
What's up, man?
Chillin', just trying to put tonight's set list together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Like fucking a puzzle.
we got to do the same thing.
Yeah, y'all got short y'all set too, right? Yeah, well, we're doing, I think, 90.
Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
Are you guys?
I'm willing to give up some minutes.
I was like, oh, okay, great. Give us 30 minutes.
That part.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get
shit.
the paint.
We can whittle it down. Let's figure that shit out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How many y'all plan for right now?
25.
25? We could peel that extra. Let me
Give y'all 30 at least.
Do we need 30?
It's up to you. How about 5? I know you're 50.
How about a song?
Hey, see,
Let's see how tonight goes.
You want to know the funny shit? And we were talking about this not long ago. I don't know who it was in the circle, but like, you know, most of us are 50 now in our 50s. I'm 55, right?
55 this year too, yeah.
Yeah.
59.
Back when we were in our 20s and 30s, we were like, hell no, we ain't peeling those minutes off. Come on, play all that shit. Right? And now at 50, we're like, hey. If y'all do
I ain't got no problem putting it down.
I'll cut that shit down.
That's right. 57. August is my Utah show is my birthday. Oh, it's going in. Going in.
Is that Leo?
No, Virgo.
Virgo.
I think by, you know, vibing out what we're seeing them do, we'll know like what set list that should be. But like we could start off with the get high shit because we are in Florida and they
do get high.
You know, they do get high here. And I don't know if we've done that set here. So we could do the ramp up slow to start, and then fucking slowly ramp up to the rah-rah shit, or we could start off like we did in Europe with some rah-rah shit at the beginning, save the get high stuff till late. I mean, you know.
Well, we know that we're going to be the most aggressive on this whole tour anyway.
So we should just start with the fucking chillax.
So like that, just, you know, fill it out.
Ramp that shit up.
Ramp that up. Because we're going to be aggressive anyway.
Well, I just don't want to do like the same shit we did with them when we, you know, were touring with them before. Because, you know, we've toured with Barside and we've toured with Atmosphere. I want us to be repeating ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So let's maybe start with what we did in Europe.
Word.
This is the work we do, and we work to be the best at it. It's why we are considered one of the best, because we take this shit serious. So one of the first things that we do when we get to the venue, besides smoke, is we get that set list together and we start crafting the set. And as of late, you know, we've been trying to flip the sets almost every show and give every show a different experience, something unique to them. Whereas in the past years, we've taken a set list and wrote it for a year, 2 years, 3 years because it worked so fucking good.
That's dope.
Yeah, see?
That's hard as fuck.
Then we'd switch it up, insert songs, take out other songs, and, you know, try to, you know, create a different rhythm there in terms of our set list. And, you know, we grew accustomed to like having that set list and leaning on it for a long time. And people don't maybe notice that back in the day because there was less social media to like share this stuff out, but people can share it out now. So if you do too many shows with the same fucking set, you know, nowadays, because people get it, it'll become redundant. So you got to fucking flip it. So we take pride in being able to flip it. So the first thing we did was throughout all the other set lists that we've done in the last year and made a brand new one. This we need to change up too. Like there's a whole lot of stuff we haven't changed up from that tour now. I mean, we could change the order and shit.
We prep by redoing the set list. Got a longer set list than the Europe dates. I think it's about 90 minutes or so, a little longer. Always try to do something different. Try to one-up ourselves from the last show, whatever it may be. So we got the set list prepared. We all went over that again, get acclimated. I got on the decks back in the dressing room, more acclimation. That's basically it, man. Just getting back, just getting everything oiled up again to start the run.
With a different start, different middle, different finish. And that's one of the challenges because you just never know how a crowd's going to react to the way you place the songs. If they're lit already, they might take anything. Some crowds are like a fucking old car. You might have to fucking crank it a couple times, get them going. And some are like that shiny, brand new fucking Bugatti. You press that button, boom! It's fucking blowing up. I'm trying to tell you, this is what it's like.
First night is always I'll say about 95% always like you walking in snow. Number one, you're getting, especially, depends on where you are. State tours, of course, like I said earlier, we got to work it a little harder. We're spoiled for Europe. I mean, we do our thing regardless. We bring our A game everywhere, but some places are more receptive. And it's not a diss to the U.S. But we got love around the world. But sometimes we come back to the U.S. and these motherfuckers popping a balloon, letting the air out. So we got to bring it extra hard. So we make it undeniable. You won't be, if you sit there at a Cypress Hill show in a big front row like this, first 2 songs, we'll get that off you. Whatever that is that you brought to the show, the hate or whatever they call it, but you can't sit still. And that's because we strive to make it undeniable, our shows.
Hi, I'm Franny. I'm with the Perch at the St. Augustine Amphitheater, and today for lunch we have a sandwich assortment, and then over here we have a taco and fajita bar, veggie quesadillas, beans and rice, chicken enchilada soup, gazpacho, and a quinoa salad, and then an assortment of desserts. And that is everything.
Everything looks good to me.
Oh, and they got a shrimp fry right over.
What are you gonna get?
Shrimp fried, the Thai chicken lettuce wraps, jasmine rice, the seasonal roasted veggies.
The craziest thing that someone has given me at a meet and greet, probably these chocolate mushrooms that were like shaped in like different characters and stuff, you know. Like sometimes you would get like a MDMA pill and they'll have like a Mercedes-Benz logo on it. I don't mean to be telling you my drug history, but yeah, you know, there was some good strong shrooms that were like characters, you know, because they know that I like the Portal. So it says here, you know, you will enjoy these. So yeah, I don't know if that's the craziest, but it was crazy.
Brothers, man. West Coast, East Coast, we follow you all around, man. That's all it is, bro.
I love you guys so much. I've been waiting for this since I was 15. Can I have a hug? It's like, I've been waiting for 20 years to tell you how much I love you. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, man.
Yeah, remember this fucking guy? Hey, Bobo!
Bobo!
How you doing?
I'm good, you know, still hanging. I've lived here in St. Augustine for 26 years, and you know, but I always tell everybody, you guys were, you know, I was the first one to run you guys around. Oh shit!
How you young guy right here, man?
How's everything? I'm hanging, yeah. I know. You guys, I was saying the other day, I was like, we're old now, dude. Yeah, we did this thing great. 23 or 24 years old when we started this journey. And you guys are killing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. How you been?
I have been blessed. I became you know, I say this with, you know, confidence bound with humility, but a really big tour manager, and did all that. Now I'm tour accounting. I have Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Pink, Jelly Roll. Oh, I just tucked in my shirt and I ran. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Out
Here we go. Out the gate.
All right. Pace yourselves. It's gonna be hot as fuck out there.
My name is DJ Lord from the mighty Cypress Hill. You motherfuckers ready? Let's go!
coaster ride. Kind of starts like this, climbs up, it goes down, and it's this kind of a ride, and the audience really feels that, and that's what's so cool about it. Tonight, the audience, what they had to deal with was the humidity of Florida. It had to be 90 degrees out there. Then it starts to rain, because if it's one thing you guys already know, when Cypress Hill goes on stage, the storm is coming. That's for sure, and that's no pun intended. I cannot tell you how many shows we've done in pouring down rain, and tonight was one of them. So big shout out to all the Florida St. Augustine, fans that came out and and fought through the rain.
I need to ask you something right now. Are you feeling it right? Are you feeling it right? Are you feeling it right? Say ho! Say yeah! Alright, alright. Start off like them hands on the pump, left them on the 40. Put my shotgun. La 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 la. Start off like them hands on the pump, left them on the 40. Put my shotgun. Everybody jumps in the air. Everybody jumps in the air. Even you fuckers in chairs up there. Everybody jumps in the air. Right now. Just
It's a bit hot, you know what I mean? But you just go to whatever territory you go to and adjust to the weather at that same time that you get there, and just get through the concert and never let them see you sweat, kind of, more or less, you know what I mean? But definitely was humid, and we're in Florida, so the weather's different down here than pretty much anywhere else that we've been to.
Was there any truth to the rumor that you went alligator hunting today while you were down here?
No, that's not. I'm not that brave. I don't fuck with gators. So no, that's not true at all.
First show, we had a couple of struggles there. Maybe the crowd noticed it, maybe they didn't. I don't think they did. But one of them was technical. Our laptop took a little shizzy, but Lord is a pro, and he fucking got it cracking. Him and Bobby Wasabi, our super fucking awesome tech and stage manager, production manager extraordinaire. They got it together real quick, and you couldn't even fucking tell. If you were in the crowd, you just thought it was a part of the show happening. But that was one. And there was a flub that, Sen and I had on a couple of songs. With Green Thumb, I kind of started a verse early, but then I caught myself. And then on Bo Biddy Bye Bye, I totally fucked that up. But Bobo got us out of that. That's what having an elite squad is, though. Like, when someone does fuck up, we have each other's back to be able to, compensate for it, and nobody would even notice. Like, if Sen made a mistake, I jumped in and I caught that, and no one would ever know. They think that's a part of the show. And same thing with me. Bobo caught me, and Sendog and Bobo saved me out of that piece. So, it's team effort. First shows are always like that, though. You never know what might happen. You could rehearse for this shit, or you could do sometimes like we do. Sometimes we snap in with no rehearsal just because we have confidence in what we do. Yeah, we had a couple of first show kinks, but the crowd received it. They were going nuts for that shit. It was smoky. There was a lot of stoners out there. If Pedro was here, salute to the rolling champ. Sorry, Todd. If he was here, I saw at least 5 girls he'd want to impregnate. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's safe we leave him at home. I don't know.
It was great. The crowd was really into it. Even though it was raining out there, they stuck it out with us. And I think it was a good start. We had some kind of flubs, but I attribute that to first day out, kind of getting back into the saddle again. But I always say it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I think we finished strong.
A big salute and a big thank you to all the fans that came out. and stuck around for the entire of the show. And it means a lot to the band that you guys do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Never leave anybody out, you know, never hang anybody out to dry, never leave them hanging. That's the, apparently that's the Florida way. So big up to the fans out here.
This is day one, and day one went pretty good. I'm gonna say it went great for everybody because, I mean, it was a fucking great crowd out there. It was packed, and it was sticky. That just goes to show you the love and dedication they had for all the groups that played here, is that they came in that nasty, warm, sticky shit to come to the Dank Daze of Summer tour. And I thank you all. I had to take like 2 showers after that because, man, I felt ugly. Cold shower after a hot show always works. And now I'm gonna smoke some weed. All right, so I'm Be Real. But don't think I forgot about Trace bringing me the wrong fucking coffee. This has been one for the road.
Eric Bobo here from the mighty Cypress Hill, drummer and percussionist. And sometimes they call me a bully, but here's one for the road.
All right, motherfuckers, this is DJ Lord from the mighty Cypress Hill. You've been entertained. This is one for the road. Peace.
One more shot before the bus. I'm done, son. Damn, Lord. You want to share or what? It's all for you or what the fuck? Can a brother get a drink?
Is that it? Now fuck off.